Hello everyone, and welcome to another Company Heroes 2 replay cast. My name is ATR, and today we're going to have a 1v1 on Semoskiy Winter. Our heroes today are going to be SturmTigerFfako, playing for the Germans. Sorry. And his opponent today is going to be Killbeam, playing for the Soviets of the Red Army. So, once again, as you probably know, this is from the Sunday Night Fights Season 5 tournament, round of 128, which we are, I think, about halfway through. But oh wait. Anyways, let's take a look at our players and see a little bit more about them. Now, the highest ranked player in this matchup would be Ffako. Ffako is currently ranked on the 500s for his German play. But interestingly enough, his Soviet play is actually higher. It's in the 200 range. So again, another player that we see that selected, I guess you could say, his weaker doctrine. It's interesting, but well, maybe again he feels more comfortable at this point in the meta with this doctrine, right? With this faction. So anyways, that would be Ffako. Killbeam, well, it's not anywhere near that, so we'll just leave it at that. As far as the seeding on the tournament goes, we have Ffako as the... I missed it. Where is it? Here it is. 39, and Killbeam as 90. So enough of that. Back to the game. We have teching choices. We have Ffako, well, the usual, going tier 1, getting himself a Grenadier squad as the first one, and an MG42 as his second unit. So a little bit interesting there. So no Gren spam from Ffako, but a little bit more combined arms. We'll see here. Pioneers over on the northern side of, well, the northern field that is, are getting engaged by conscripts. Interestingly enough, Killbeam went 2 conscripts into Molotovs, so very fast conscripts for that. He did toss the Molotov at the Pios, and unfortunately for Killbeam, the MG42 is now up to support those Pios, opening up on the conscripts, and the conscripts will probably get suppressed. No, actually they managed to stave off the suppression, but the Molotov did get tossed, so they are on cooldown and would not be able to move up and throw it at the MG42. So anyways, taking a quick look at Killbeam, well, we already saw that he went for 2 conscripts, like you would expect, no additional tech, but got himself the Molotov at the 2 conscripts and then went for another conscript. Probably, I would assume, he's going to get himself a 4th conscript after that, but yeah, interesting. I mean, the usual is 3 conscripts into Molotovs, but yeah, he went for very, very fast Molotovs. So Grens engaging conscripts and combat engineers down south, but the combat engineers are not supporting this fight for some reason. The conscripts are fighting in the heavy snow, which is moving back and forth, getting ready for a Molotov. They do throw the Molotov at the Grens. The Grens take that Molotov in the face, forcing them to retreat. So the conscripts win that engagement. Ffako, for his part, got himself a 2nd Gren squad, which is currently running into the field, and is also getting himself a 2nd MG42. So 2 MGs and 2 Grens. Quite unusual, quite interesting, but well, we'll see how that plans out. Also, fights broke out a little bit too quickly, and I didn't mention, Killbeam probably has a strategy in mind, especially because he went for that very fast Molotov, because he also got himself his doctrine already. First time we see this doctrine, I think, overall. I'm not even sure if I actually casted this. I've personally used it before, back pretty much when the game launched, but once the changes to hit the dirt took effect, I started using other doctrines, but yeah, this is the conscript support tactics doctrine, which, well, basically buff your conscripts as much as possible. They give them all the abilities conscripts can have in the game. They have hit the dirt, PPSH upgrades, and the ability to repair. On top of that, you have rapid conscription, so you can, replace your losses with conscripts. And at the end, it gives you the incendiary artillery barrage, which, well, doesn't do anything for conscripts, but, it's to deny territory, so something off-map nice to have there, just so that it's not all passives. So, we see SturmTigerFfako kind of focusing on the right-hand side. He has 2 Grens and an MG42 on this side moving together, with a 4th Gren coming up. And the left-hand side of the map, we only see an MG42 taking position in this house, guarding the fuel. And the Pios were poking into the center, but they get pushed off by Killbeam. Once again, now Killbeam is floating a little bit as far as his manpower goes, so he didn't go for more conscripts, interestingly enough, considering that he selected a doctrine that buffs conscripts, but is now getting himself tier 2. He did get himself medics. And I'm not sure if the 18-8s have already been popped, but yeah. I mean, you would expect more conscripts at this point, especially with that doctrine, but, well, once again, I mean, if he selected it that early, it means he has something in mind, so we'll see what that ends up becoming. Up north, we see Killbeam just capturing territory with his conscript. Center of the map, a conscript squad retreating at 2 men, and well down, we have the 3rd conscript squad moving around. So Killbeam really not able to move much because he only has 3 combat units, and his combat engineers are building tier 2 for now, so not a lot on the field that he can do, but he is at least sending units off on the edges, capturing. These conscripts apparently have stopped here, so we'll see what happens. SturmTigerFfako, for his part, supporting his Grens with the MG42s, just making sure that there are no surprises. And we see the conscripts flying forward. They're going to get shot by the MG42 and the Grenadiers at the same time. They will probably throw a Molotov at the MG42. Nice movement there by the conscripts, actually gets them on the other side of the house. Nice Molotov goes in and incinerates the men of the MG42. You can see them burning in the house. MG42 does set up in the flames and finally starts opening up on the conscripts, doing a lot of damage. Shoot them down to 4 men now. They're getting shot at by 2 Grenadier squads, although 1 Grenadier squad has a very difficult angle over here. MG42, however, does get brought down to 1 man and forced on the retreat. And the conscript squad as well retreats through the ice, getting shot by that Gren squad, but Ffako decides to move to the fuel point, and they were considerably healthy, but it was an opportunity there for Ffako to actually get himself a kill on a conscript, but we'll see. Anyways, SturmTigerFfako decides to get himself tier 2 already, and a scout car as his first unit for tier 2. And after that, a medic bunker.
Ready for action.
Interesting choice on the scout car. Scout car is okay. It will be able to harass those conscripts as long as it doesn't pop that auto-canning too quickly. It's an okay investment, especially if you go for a half-track as a second unit and get the flamethrower upgrade in that instead. Tier 2 is down for Killbeam, and he got himself a Maxim machine gun from that. So if... where is it actually? 18-8s have been actually popped. We see the scout car up north getting hit by an 18-8 and now getting shot by those conscripts. Where is that? I'm so confused. Up here? Oh, there it is. Okay, well, it looks like Killbeam is not going to be aware of the tier 2 going up for Killbeam. Ffako's not going to be aware of tier 2 going down for Killbeam anytime soon, considering that the Maxim machine gun is tucked away in the corner of the map. So he might not get an accurate read. Up north, though, we see Ffako losing his 222 to the conscripts. Conscript did throw another 18-8 at it, getting that brought down to 2 men. But ooh, they are going to retreat through the path of an LMG-equipped Gren. Can this conscript squad make it out alive? The Grenadiers are going to turn their fire against them. They do notice them. Do they actually turn the fire, or is Ffako focused on the cache? It looks like he was focused a little bit too much. Oh, well. Missed opportunity there, but that's fine. Right-hand side, hit the dirt being used on the conscripts. Killbeam, for Killbeam, that is. 2 Grens just shooting at them, although this one is a little bit too far away and is not able to shoot. Could move up here to the heavy cover and just shoot gleefully at that conscript squad. And, very interesting play. Killbeam, it looks like he did lose a conscript squad at one point and has produced 2 additional conscript squads to replace his losses. This conscript squad in the center is taking a beating from the LMG. Nice rifle nade goes down there by Ffako and blows up that conscript squad to smithereens and forces it off. Up north, we see the MG42 getting pushed off by the Maxim machine gun. So now Killbeam actually knows that there's a tier 2. And, I mean, Ffako, I keep mixing up the players, sorry. Ffako knows that there's a tier 2 for Killbeam, but his response is to get a pack gun.
Here comes Ivan!
Okay. Well, Grens out here in the front, getting engaged by conscripts. More Grens flooding in. They're going to pop into that house. Probably going to get a Molotov. Conscripts do push up. Going to throw a Molotov at the Grens. Oh, very nice cancel there by Killbeam. Cancels it right before it gets tossed. Saves himself that munitions. And continues to push forward. Molotov lands on those Grens, forcing the retreat. Pioneers coming up for support, but they're now surrounded by 2 conscript squads. Grens over here able to take some shots fully, actually. All 4 windows facing that direction. So these conscripts are going to take a beating, and they decide to move along. MG42 for Ffako still in this position, so not going to, do much, but it is defending the area, both this position, this point and the fuel. And the southern side of the map is currently vacated of all forces. A little bit of passive play by both players. Nothing really impacting happening in the map. We do have the MG42 opening on those conscripts. The Grand over here, the one man able to shoot from this window, finally takes down that fuel cache. Right hand side, we see conscripts moving. There's nothing on the right hand side for Fako, so he will lose that. And the conscripts do get pinned down. Second conscript moves up to the MG42. A little bit of a flank there, very nice. Gonna throw a Molotov, potentially flush out that MG42. Fako removes this MG42 from the house and gets out of there. It is down to 3 men, but I think it had lost that men beforehand, does end up retreating, and Killbeam gets the opportunity to capture the fuel. Pack gun now in the center of the map. Again, not exactly sure why it's there at this point, but we do have tier 3 coming up for Killbeam, so eventually something will come out that the pack gun can shoot at. Right hand side, conscripts moving forward, MG42 running into the house. It is at 3 men, so it didn't get reinforced fully for some reason, but I suppose that's fine. And Fako for his part is also getting himself tier 3, so we can probably expect a Panzer IV, because that is what most people go for in the safe bet. So Molotov landing in the house with that MG42. The MG42 decides to retreat, so it's going to concede the right-hand side of the map to Killbeam. And Fako puts his pack gun in a very weird angle. I'm not entirely sure what that's going on there, but well, still in the center of the map. Grand's moving over to the north, so the fuel didn't actually get captured by Killbeam. He decided to instead capture the strategic point over here and connect the munitions and victory point over to his territory. Grand's moving into the heavy cover of the hay bale. Will start opening up with their LMG. Conscripts will hit the dirt right in front of them. They do have PPSHs. Nice Molotov actually going right on top of the squad from a squad member that is hidden in the bushes right now. So very nice. Rifle nade goes down right on top of pretty much everybody else and nails them down to 3 men. Still hitting the dirt, but forced to retreat to that LMG. Center map. Conscripts taking position around here. The pack gun is now moved back to the road, and we have Panzer Grenadiers now on the field for Fako, laying waste to a conscript squad down to 2 men. Does toss a Molotov at the Panzer Grenadiers, down to 1 man on the retreat. Can it make it out alive? I don't think it will make it out alive. Nope, there goes the conscript squad, and 1 more loss. Conscripts taking the fuel in the south, throwing the Molotov at the Grents in the house. Grents just simply jump out and are going to get right in front of the conscripts and open up with that LMG, although they are dancing around. There we go, LMG sets up, starts opening up. Veteran C2 acquired for the conscripts, so they're going to take the beating a little bit better. So if they retreat now, they will probably make it out alive. 1 man left on that Grant squad. Looks like Fako will retreat that, and 2 men left on the conscript squad too. The MG42 will make it out alive. Center map, conscripts capturing territory. Grand's nearby, not able to shoot at them because they are masked by that fence. And we now have a second Maxim machine gun for Killbeam hitting the field, plus a T-34 being produced for Killbeam, and Fako, well, as we anticipated, getting himself a Panzer IV. Still no doctrine choice for Fako, so we'll see if that play later on. Grants in front of Killbeam's base do force away that brand new Maxim machine gun, which went a little bit too far forward. And well, nothing really happening. We have Pios capping, MG42 set up defensively. Conscript did decap this point, now getting assaulted by Panzer Grenadiers. Panzer Grenadiers probably going to throw a bundle nade right on top of them, one would assume. Yeah, there goes the bundle nade right on top of the rest of the squad. A lot of damage, down to 1 man. Can the Panzer Grenadiers finish it off? They are rushing it. And down goes another conscript squad, so Killbeam not in a good spot. Pack gun taking some shots at the conscripts, trying to capture that strategic point right outside. The pack not managing to kill much. It has actually killed 2 infantry so far, so good on it. LMG on the Grand there, being able to fend off a little bit. And the T-34 is now on the field for Killbeam, and it's going straight to the right-hand side, breaking the wall and the fence, and Not exactly sure what it's doing over there. Panzer IV from Fako is on the other side of the map, so neither of them actually meeting each other. The Panzer IV is apparently going to go flush out that Maxim machine gun, however, so not a bad thing. Piles in the center. Grens did hold this position. We see combat engineers laying down a munitions cache for Killbeam. Quite interesting choice. And the conscripts do end up having to retreat. Panzer IV actually did not go to the far north to flush out that Maxim machine gun. Oh, there it goes, finally turning back and moving on its way. So the T-34 noticed that there isn't really anything on this side of the map, so he backs off and stays there. So T-34 not being used to support the army of Killbeam. And the Panzer IV is now on top of the Maxim machine gun. The Maxim machine gun does jump out of the house, and sorry, my brain needed oxygen. But and the Panzer IV loses the Maxim machine gun, doesn't actually realize where it is, and moves along. Now it's actually backing up. Can it back up into range? No, it's still there. So both of them actually missed each other, and they are oblivious to their presence. So okay. Maxim machine gun set up to defend the strategic point outside. Grenadiers pushing forward, getting pinned or well, suppressed by the Maxim machine gun. Rifle nade goes down on the Maxim machine gun. Nice damage, kills 2 of the men, but the Maxim machine gun does get recruited, and the pin does take effect on the Grens before they manage to decap the point. T-34 on the southern fuel, taking shots at the MG42. Conscript pushing up with the T-34, gonna get on top of the fuel and probably throw a Molotov in the house. Although no, they won't, because the MG42 packs up, leaves, and retreats through the ice. Flak Panzer now on the field for Fako. Interesting choice, considering he knows there's a T-34. But I suppose it's okay. With the pack gun combined, it's an okay defense. Conscripts over here hitting the dirt in front of the house. The Grenadiers jump out and are now getting shot by the Maxim machine gun. And we have Pios over here capturing territory with the Panzer IV for defense, so the Maxim machine gun is still not able to do anything there. Panzer Grenadiers get themselves Panzer Shreks, now Veteran C2. At Veteran C2 they only get increased armor, so they'll be able to get closer to throw those Fausts off, the main Panzer Shreks. But they will not have increased accuracy, that is until Veteran C3, at which point they wreck face with those Panzer Shreks. T-34 does run away down to about 25% health and is heading straight back home. We do have an AT gun on the field for Killbeam, moving up a little bit. So Fako does not have the potential to just simply move in. Maxim machine gun jumping back into the house after noticing that the points got capped. Panzer IV notices, oh, you're still there, and starts opening up on the units in the house. The Pioneers do end up having to retreat because the Panzer IV is not very good at clearing out the units inside. Finally gets 2 of them in that house. More shots going down, but whiffing it completely. Actually hits outside of the house, goes straight through the house for some reason. Center map. MG42 and LMG Grens getting assaulted by some conscripts. The conscripts will lose that fight. Even with their Veteran C2, nice Molotov landing on those Grens. The Grens move out of position, down to 3 men, 3 on 3. Still gonna lose that fight for the conscripts. And the Grens move in right on top of them. They're running right next to each other. Nobody wants to shoot. And there we go. Down to 2 men on the retreat, and should be making it out alive. Maxim machine gun down to 1 man in the north. And there we go, finally gets executed, and we have the AT gun moved up. Actually took a shot at the Panzer IV, forcing it to move away, but it did clear out that Maxim machine gun. Maxim machine gun versus MG42, church to house. And we have a second T-34 being produced for Killbeam. T-34 getting repaired back at base by the conscripts and combat engineers, so one of the, I guess, perks of having that doctrine. But Killbeam doesn't have anything as far as doesn't have a lot of manpower, that is, so that's why he's not able to reinforce that quickly. Panzer IV in the center does take an 18-8, it looks like. Took a little bit more damage, but it might have not critted. And we see the Maxim machine gun getting cleared out inside that house. Now all the men dead, with the weapon lost to the battlefield. MG42 in the church did get retreated. Took a beating there to Molotovs, but makes it out alive. And with medics on the field, well, should be fine. T-34 is now moving for Killbeam right into the center of the map. They are going to get shot by that pack gun. No? Where's the pack gun? AT guns are nowhere in sight. Panzer IV takes a ramming by the T-34. Keep in mind that it's only engine damage, so you can still back off your Panzer IV. You don't need to leave it there. But, well, Ffako decided not to do so. He does get Fausted on his second T-34. And with grants all over the place and a pack gun moving in to try to support, he can take down at least one T-34. The second T-34 will probably make it out alive, however, even with its damaged engine. Second Panzer IV on the field for Ffako, however, is going into the center, going to try to clear out that that damaged Panzer IV, running right in front of the Soviet AT gun. The AT gun is not in a good angle to support. The Flak Panzer is not being used in this fight. It's over here on the right-hand side, and that is quite unfortunate because it could have potentially cleared out those AT guns and the conscripts that are currently repairing. We now see the Flak Panzer actually moving in to this side of the map. The AT gun or pack gun should also pack up and move with it, but it is over on this side just defending. Flak Panzer opens up on the conscripts. The AT gun and the T-34 is not in any position to be able to help. It is currently shot blocked by both the house and the fence. The Flak Panzer now finally realizes, oh, there's a T-34 right here, and there's a buttload of conscripts right next to it. The AT gun is now getting decrewed by the Flak Panzer. The T-34 trying as much as it can to deal with the Flak Panzer, but now gets a destroyed engine by the Panzer Grenadiers. Nice Molotov lands on the Panzer Grenadiers by the conscripts of Killbeam. Forces the retreat, and they are not going to make it out alive. Are they? No, they are. Ooh, very lucky there. Down to one man on the retreat. The Flak Panzer does end up clearing out that T-34 with its destroyed engine, and the conscripts are now in a very tough spot, being sieged by a T-34 and the Flak Panzer. Flak Panzer does take an 18-8, but full retreat, full route out of the field for Killbeam. He now has no armor and only 4 conscripts left, while Ffako has everything. He has 2 MGs, 3 grants, 1 Panzer Grenadier, 2 pack guns, 1 Panzer IV, and a Flak Panzer. So talk about a dominant position or an advantage. So Flak Panzer needs some repairs. Panzer IV is fine, and there is a Soviet AT gun in the center of the map that could get recruited. Personally, well, I guess you could recruit it. I mean, personally, I would destroy it. You don't really need it considering you already have, 2 pack guns. But Ffako is apparently a little bit fond of leaving like defensive positions, so it looks like he's gonna have this pack gun over here and potentially throw his MG42 in that direction, although he's sending it also to the north. So yeah, I mean, taking that AT gun wouldn't hurt. Having 2 AT guns in the center, covering different angles would be fantastic. Panzer IV moves up, gonna start shooting at conscripts. Conscripts down south, engaging Grenadiers. Grenadiers do have veteran C2 and an LMG, so these conscripts will lose the fight. Molotov landing on the Grenadiers will do a lot of damage to them, hitting the dirt right in front of the Grenadiers. Will not accomplish much, but will let them stay alive a little bit longer. But the Grants turn around, set up with their LMG, and continue to shoot at the conscripts. LMG did get reloaded, so it took a while to shoot, but now with the damage going down, conscripts do end up retreating. Center map, Pyos did finally repair that Flak Panzer. Another AT gun getting produced for Killbeam. And we see the north getting captured by Ffako. Still no doctrine choice for Ffako, so pretty content to simply use standard German units. And that is something I had actually noticed back in the I'm not sure if it was beta or just launch, but it was a popular opinion that Germans didn't actually need a doctrine, or didn't rely on doctrinal units or abilities. Their tiers and all their current units were fine, and those options were just like reactionary things that you could select. For the most part, we can see that that is in fact the case. I mean, anyways, again, a lot of lulls in these fights. We see a push up north for Killbeam. He's setting up his AT gun to support and has a conscript squad moving in to try to capture territories once again. We have 2 Grenadier squads moving out of the north, so they're going to get back capped by those conscripts. Hopefully Ffako notices and moves his grants back to support. Right hand side, LMG Grants trying to fight off a combat engineer squad and 2 conscript squad moving in unison. Needs a Flak Panzer here to support. Flak Panzer's currently holding the center with Panzer Grenadiers. So this Grunt is potentially going to lose this fight. They do end up retreating quite instantly, so they're not even going to stay to fight. And there they go. It is a Veterancy 3 squad, so Fako doesn't want to lose that Veterancy. So he moves off. Pack Gun is currently out of position, going to get flanked by this Conscript squad that is moving in to capture the point. So it's not going for the Pack Gun, but the Pack Gun needs to move. And now, up north, we see the Grants fighting against the Conscripts. Conscripts retreating at 1 man, now with Veterancy 3. Unfortunately, the Grant is focusing on the AT gun, and the Conscript does make it out alive. More Conscripts flooding the field. We have a Maxim machine gun produced again for Killbeam. All of them moving to the north, trying to secure this location. The AT gun potentially going to get decrewed. Veterancy 3 Grenadier squad now getting suppressed by the Maxim machine gun. Rifle nade going down right on top of the Maxim machine gun. That's a lot of units together. Look at that damage go down. 3 units killed and 3 of them remaining. The Grants do end up getting suppressed. They do open up with their own LMG, but the Maxim machine gun will end up getting them pinned down and forced off the point. Right hand side, a second Flak Panzer on the field for Fako, being used to clear out all this infantry. So nice choice there. There's a lot of infantry on the field that Flak Panzers can deal with. And there's a T-34 getting produced for Killbeam that will, well, get pretty much countered by the Panzer IV, unless it goes in rams it, in which case both of them are going to be sitting ducks. AT gun still in the center, not getting crewed by Fako. He's not very fond of doing that apparently. Flak Panzer still holding position on the right hand side. He did concede the points. The conscripts now down to 1 man. Didn't get retreated, and unfortunately the Flak Panzer is now unaware that the conscript is there. So that conscript will barely stay alive. Flak Panzer focusing on the second conscript squad over there. Not a lot of control there by Killbeam. It looks like he's focusing on the north. We have a Maxim machine gun again taking position in the house. The Flak Panzer much more capable of dealing with that that unit. 1 man conscript squad finally trying to retreat, but it runs right in front of the Flak Panzer and gets cleared out. T-34 on the field, going to move to the right hand side. Might actually catch that Flak Panzer out of position. The Pack Gun did get taken down to 2 men, but finally did move to safety and is covering a different angle. Flak Panzer over here taking some shots at the conscripts. The conscripts Veterancy 3 do run away, and the Grants and Panzer Grenadiers and Pioneers for SturmTigerFfako will recapture the north. And we have Veterancy 3 Grants capturing the south or right hand side. So T-34 running into that Flak Panzer. Flak Panzer is capable of damaging the T-34, so T-34 is not, you know, just a simple pushover. Grants need to move in and throw a Faust so the Flak Panzer can get out of there. The Panzer IV needs to move in to support, but we don't see that reaction coming down by Fako. And the Flak Panzer continues to get chased. AT gun and Pack Gun moving there. Needs to actually just simply set up there, but it's going to move right in front of the T-34 and, well, will actually get off 1 shot off. But the Flak Panzer is in a lot of trouble now. It is trying to circle around the house. The Pack Gun does turn its gun and takes another shot at the T-34. Can the T-34 finish off the Flak Panzer? Takes a shot at the Grenadiers. Grenadiers did get a shot at the engine, and down goes the T-34. So very lucky there for Fako. He could have done with the Pack Gun a little bit back here, just covering the ankle. He ran a very big risk doing that. So Flak Panzer stays alive and is going to move into the center, probably to get some repairs. Pack Guns, Grants all over the place. Victory points. Fako's currently triple capping Killbeam, down to 103 points for Killbeam, so he's going to be under 100 in a tick. And Fako is sitting comfortably at 420. So considering the loss of that T-34 not being able to pick up the kill on that second Flak Panzer, I really don't think there's much else that Killbeam can do, especially with his doctrine choice. If he had selected a different doctrine that gave him maybe some on-call tanks or things like that, you know, would have maybe been a different situation, but considering all he has is conscript right now, that's not going to be enough. Panzer Grenadiers getting rushed by 2 Vet 3 conscripts. The Flak Panzer trying to hold ground right in front of it. Flak Panzer actually can simply hold ground in front of even Vet 3 conscript squads. 2 18-8s are not going to do anything to the Flak Panzer. The Flak Panzer can wreck those conscripts up, but Killbeam doesn't want to risk getting Flak Panzer, 18-8'd and potentially, you know, rushed by a T-34 that he doesn't know might be on the field. So he's kiting those conscripts very nicely. He is allowing the victory point to get capped by the other conscript squad, however, but that is a unfortunate fact that's going to happen. So 18A does go down on the Flak Panzer, but it ends up executing one of the Veteran C3 conscript squads. And Killbeam actually loses everything he has. I'm not exactly sure what happened at what point. I was focusing up north, but he only has an AT gun, which did move up to the north, and the Flak Panzer might actually run into it and get shot. And a conscript squad, a Veteran C3 conscript squad. Killbeam building instantly 2 more conscript squad to replace his losses, but I don't think that's going to accomplish much. The AT gun does get shot by the Flak Panzer. It manages to actually move out of its arc of fire. AT gun simply repositions and has a full frontal view of the Flak Panzer. Flak Panzer doing a lot of damage to the AT gun. Does take a nasty shot down to about 25% health. One more shot will go down by the AT gun. Brings it down to a sliver of health, so one more shot should finish it off. But the Flak Panzer is ripping it to shreds. Can he finish it off? AT gun resets up one more time. It's no. Oh, very nice. So they kill each other. The Flak Panzer shoots off just as it kills the the AT gun shoots off just as its last member gets killed by the Flak Panzer. So yeah, both of them execute each other. Grenadier Squad Veteran C3 moves up to this wall just to set up a defense. Wiring through this might actually be a nice option at this point of the game, considering the approach would have to be through here, and it's a little bit more easily defensible. But, well, Killbeam is going to continue to push to the left-hand side, trying to slow down that drain, which is really all he can do. There's no chance for him to win this game at this point. Down to 20 points, currently triple capped. LMG's opening up on the advancing conscripts. Conscripts now down to 4 men. Will throw a Molotov on the Grens, trying to force them off. Grens can simply just dodge that, but they won't. They are going to take it in the face, and they don't really care. Grens are continue to wreck face, and the last conscript walks into the fire and kills himself. Down to 5 points. Conscript trying to capture the point. Panzer Grenadiers on top of them. Down to 2. One more tick, and that is game. So yeah, sorry about that if I sounded a little bit unenthused. I mean, really the game wasn't as exciting as I would have hoped, but still, I mean, I don't mean any disrespect to the players. So anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the game. If you have any positive or negative remarks, go ahead and leave them in the comment section below. If you have any replays you want to send me, go ahead and send them to the email that I will put in the description. But otherwise, I hope you guys have a great day. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you next time.